Assalamualaikum, my dear class. Hope so you all are with good health and having great time at your home with your parents. Beta, there is one advice for you all that always obey your parents. Help them when you are at home. You are spending so much time at home. So, beta, help your mother in kitchen, help your father in doing his work. Always help your parents and elders that are at your home. Like I tell you a quotation about parents. First, your parents give you your life, but then they try to give you their life. So always obey your parents, respect your parents, and help them, understand them, whatever they say. Okay, grade 7, we were doing our unit multiplication in plants. We have done reading up to here. Now we are going to start our next topic, formation of seeds. Seed, I will show you a seed, pea seed. Here you can see that I have a pea, and inside a pea there is seed present. This is one seed. Like you see, this is a seed of pea. And when I open it, this can be divided into two parts, two halves. You can see here one half and the other half. These two halves are the cotyledons. What are these? These two halves of pea seed are cotyledons, and they contain the food and protect the embryo inside them. Okay, and here is one cover present in which these two cotyledons present. This cover is the seed coat because it protects the seed. Clear? And let's do reading now. You will understand reading carefully. Seeds is the ripened ovule which contains an embryo. Take a pea seed, remove its green coat. Do you see two semicircular halves? These are called cotyledons. Cotyledons contain the food and protect embryo inside them. Thus, a seed contains an embryo, one or two cotyledon, and a protective seed coat. These three things seed have: embryo, cotyledon, and seed coat. The embryo after germination of the seed helps into a new plant. The cotyledon often contain reserve food material for the developing plant. Under suitable condition, the seed give rise to a new plant. This process is called germination. When a new plant arises from a seed, this process is the germination. A seed germinates only if suitable conditions of air, water, and temperature are available. If conditions are not favorable, then the seed needs to be carried or dispersed to places where conditions are favorable, where there is suitable air, water, and temperature. Here is, do you know? Each species of plant has its specific period of viability. Seeds sown after the period of optimum viability may produce weak plants or may not germinate. Some seeds, such as those of the willow, are viable for few days after falling from the parent tree. Other seeds are viable for years. For example, seeds of the oriental lotus have been known to germinate over even 3000 years after dispersal. Next topic is dispersal of seeds and fruits. How seeds and fruits are dispersed, scattered, how they scattered. This we will read in this topic. In nature, some kinds of plants grow at different places. This happens because seeds are dispersed to different places. The process by which seeds or fruits are scattered is called dispersal. This is the dispersal of food. It can be dispersal of food or fruits, and it can be dispersal of seeds. Can you imagine what would happen if the seeds were to germinate near the plant itself and not get dispersed to distant places? Each seed requires space, minerals, sunlight, and water for growth and development. If the seeds produced from a plant grow around it, they would compete with each other for these resources and may not get enough of them and eventually die. The dispersal of seeds can be carried out by various methods or agents. Some of these are described below. By wind, seeds are scattered, by air, and by animal. When we talk about wind, how seeds are scattered through wind, due to their very light weight, due to presence of hair around them and fine hairs around them, seeds are carried. You will read this on your own. And then by water, with the help of water, seeds are scattered, dispersed. Like here is given example of coconut fruits. Coconut fruit fall in water, and due to their fibrous nature they float in water and carried away by water currents. The currents present in water waves, due to these current the seeds are carried. Then by animals, when animals eat fruits, the animals eat along with seed, so seeds are not digested in their body, and in their feces seeds are released, and in this way they help in the dispersal of seeds from one place to another. You have to read this on your own, and then these filling the blanks you will do. The process by which seeds or fruits are scattered is called dispersal. Dash is the ripened ovule which contain and seed embryo. An embryo, it is the seed. The cell formed as a result of fusion of two gametes is called zygote. The process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma is known as pollination. Write and learn these filling the blanks and do reading of these 2 pages. Take care, dear students. Allah Hafiz.